Hi, and welcome to this 7-part video series on the power of goals. I'm Dr. Rob Sheehan, author of the book Mission Impact: Breakthrough Strategies for Nonprofits. One of the central concepts of the breakthrough strategy approach is that organizations should set strategic stretch goals. With that in mind, I have prepared these brief videos with ideas you can use to lead your organization to higher performance. As a bonus, you can also apply these ideas to your personal life. Extensive research shows us that effective goal setting can be a key ingredient for breakthroughs in performance in important activities such as fundraising, sales, program impact, and innovation. In this second of the goal setting series of videos, we're going to talk about SMART goals. In the first session, we got into talking about the importance of setting goals as outcomes, prioritizing them, and then setting goals that are specific and measurable, which gives us a start on the SMART formula. Now, many of you, I'm sure, have heard about SMART goals before. This is the most popular formula. Now, I've done research on this, and there are actually more than 100 different versions of SMART, but this is the most popular version that suggests you set goals that are specific and measurable, which we have just talked about in the first videos in the series. Set goals that are attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Now, I'm going to jump over the attainable word for a minute, the A in SMART, and talk about the R, relevant. You need to set goals that are your priority. So if you've got a vision for your organization or a strategy, you want to set goals that are most important for that vision or that mission or that strategy. So that's where the R in relevant comes in. Set goals that are most important to you. Next, you want to set goals that have a very specific date. If you don't have a date, again, you don't know how to track progress. So make sure that your goal is set with a specific date in mind. Now we'll talk about the A in SMART, attainable. And this formula, when we talk about attainable goals, people say, you know what? You really shouldn't set a goal unless you're sure you can accomplish it. So make sure you don't set a goal unless you're at least 80% sure that you can accomplish that goal. And when you think about it, that sounds like good advice, because we all know situations where maybe we have set a goal that we didn't accomplish, and we got punished for it, or maybe we've seen somebody else do that. So it sounds like a reasonable thing to do. But just think for yourself, what might be some of the downsides of setting goals that are reasonably attainable? Well, when I ask this question in my consulting or in my graduate classes, people always say, well, it might hold you back. Maybe you won't dream big or think of any other, brilliant ways to, set higher goals. And certainly the goal research confirms this, that the higher we set a goal, the higher our performance. And the goal research is very, very clear on this. So it's something we need to keep in mind. So, attainable goals are really good in a lot of ways, even though they have this small drawback. In fact, if somebody asks you what your goal is, here's a little tip for you. Usually they're not really asking for a goal. They're asking for your forecast. And if they want a forecast, like to put into a budget, then I highly recommend you give them a nice, attainable, small goal that you're sure you're going to hit. All right. People are usually asking for a forecast, not really a goal. Next, setting attainable goals is really good for generating some quick wins. If you need to kind of get the ball rolling in a project, set some small goals to get you going. They're good for learning something in a new way. For example, if you're new at setting goals, set some small goals, build some momentum. Or here's an important one. If you are ever given responsibility for a team that has had some challenges, when you take over that team, set some small goals, help them build their confidence, get the ball rolling, then maybe you can set some harder goals after that. Next time we get together, we'll talk about how to make SMART goals even smarter. I encourage you to check that out. Thanks for checking out the Power of Goals video series. Setting strategic stretch goals is a central concept of the Mission Impact Breakthrough Strategy approach. To learn more about goal setting and other important components of breakthrough strategy, such as mission gap, visioning, and creating your organization's breakthrough strategy narrative, I invite you to sign up for my online strategy course. It's just 1 hour per week for 7 weeks and is limited to the first 40 people who sign up. Reserve your spot now. I hope to see you there.